Introducing the Ultimate Pokemon Championships.
Hello there everyone, my name is Waffles the Asian Yenber and I am leading the Kyoto Kyogres.
Yo, it's Gil here and I am the coach of the Southampton Swamperts. This is gonna be fun.
8 teams.
I am the coach of the Arizona Donphans.
What is going on, guys? Fraz here, and I am your head coach for the Tennessee Typhlosions.
31 epic battles.
What's up, everyone? My name is MattOshea and I'm your coach of the Montreal Milotics. Let's have a fantastic time.
Hello everyone, my name is Josh, a coach player, and I am your coach of the Philly Soul Dude.
Hey guys, it's Liv here, your coach of the New Orleans Saints Nose, and I am super excited for this season.
What is up, my dudes? Tystra Daisetsu here, and I am the head coach for the Glendale Golems.
8 teams, 31 epic battles, 1 champion. Coming soon.
Hello everyone, Waffles the Asian Yenber here to talk about a new challenge that a bunch of us are taking on over here at 5-9 Gaming. And that challenge is each other. Friends will face off in 6v6 single battles using Pokemon that they've drafted. Yes, drafted. This is a draft league where every player is allowed to pick 12 Pokemon to be included on their roster that no other player can use. We'll be going over what Pokemon everyone else ended up with in a little bit, but first, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with these battles because they're definitely going to be a lot of fun. Now, let's talk about the rules and how this is going to go. Every week is a new battle, and players are able to change their movesets, items, abilities, and stat distribution between battles. They can bring any 6 of the 12 Pokemon on their roster, and they are encouraged to try to build their squad to counter each other's teams because those rosters are public knowledge. Everyone will be fighting everyone once in a total of 7 games, and then the top 4 players will move on to a semi-final round. The winner of those 2 battles will then go to one final match where the winner takes home the championship. Now, all players have elected to use the Gen 7 Pokedex so as to have access to Mega Pokemon just cause they're really cool, but they voted not to use Z Crystals because they're really dumb. All Pokemon were also divided into 5 tiers, mostly based on the Smogon system that classifies them by usage, with a couple small changes that the players voted on. They were able to pick 1 Uber tier Mon, which is where some of the strongest Pokemon in the game were tiered, 2 overused Mons, and 3 from each of the other 3 tiers. Each team's Ubermon is likely going to be a major threat, so look out for those Mons. Now, let's go over the teams. First off, we have our very own super duper core member Bradical coaching the Arizona Donphans. Now of course, the better man got Donphan, but he certainly picked out a very strong roster for himself. He's got the Giga Tank Giratina for his Ubermon, and on top of that, he has some of the bulkiest Eviolite users in Porygon 2 and Doublade. He's definitely going to need to be careful of knockoff during the season to keep those walls around, but we can't ignore some of the speedy offense he's got going on with Mega Aerodactyl, Jirachi, Weavile, Zygarde 10%, and even Ambipom. Brad's team has a lot of potential, but he's going to need to manage his ground weakness pretty well if he wants to have a chance this season. Next up, we have a guy who's new to 5-9, but not new to draft leagues. Please welcome MattOshea coaching the Montreal Milotics. Now, he's bringing some stormy weather with his Uber pick Kyogre, and he's got some great Mons to take advantage of it like Kingdra, Scizor, and Roserade, all of which really love being in the rain. They don't even bring an umbrella, it's kind of crazy. However, his team definitely isn't relying on the rain with incredible threats like Zygarde, Protean Greninja, and the ever mysterious Necrozma. He's even got my favorite Pokemon Togekiss on there, so I'm personally a little jealous of that, but I am very interested to see if that Oricorio pick can do work this season. Now, in addition to being a pro Fortnite player on our Twitch channel, check that out in the description, our man Fraz here has been around competitive Pokemon since he was a wee baby. Well, maybe not that long, but he's got quite a bit of competitive experience under his belt, and you can see that reflected in his draft. For his Ubermon, he's picked up Solgaleo, who has a lot of different movesets it can run. On top of that, he has powerful threats like Mega Lopunny and Victini, but he's not slacking on the defensive side with Mons like Amoonguss, Mandibuzz, and even Clefairy. He even picked up Ditto, which does a really important job in draft leagues. It makes it so that every person who faces Fraz has to be prepared to fight their own Pokemon too. Next up is another newcomer, but you might have already seen her in a couple 5-9 videos. We have Liv, coach of the New Orleans Saint Snow. Like Matt, she's a veteran in this format and she's coming out swinging. Her Uber pick is Duskmane the Crozma, who, similar to Solgaleo, has a lot of options for what it can run, but it can absolutely be terrifying with a weakness policy. However, you can also notice that she picked up an interesting weather combo in Hippowdon and Excadrill. Excadrill gets super fast in sand, so those two should make any opponent without their own weather pretty darn scared. And on top of that, she's also got Savali, which can be any type depending on what item she gives it. Next up is the Southampton Swamperts and Mr. Galeriot. Speaking of weather, he's got his own with Chorkle and Mega Venusaur. And you'll notice that a lot of his team gives very Gen 6 vibes. You got things like Azumarill, Terrakion, Mamoswine, and Milotic, who are all super popular in the XY and Oris metas. His defensive core in Incineroar, Mega Venusaur, and Milotic should really prove to be a nuisance to break through, and his Uber Kyurem White has an absolutely insane 170 special attack, so he's definitely going to be launching those Draco Meteors pretty darn hard. Next up is our last newcomer, Ultra Player 12. He's a fast-talking, fun guy who's also really experienced in the format, and he's picked up the always scary god of Pokemon, Arceus. Now, to make things a little bit more balanced, we've made it so that people can only pick one Arceus form, so Ultra has elected to go with Arceus Dark. However, that's not the only threat he has to throw out there. A lot of his mons are underrated, but incredibly terrifying. Manaphy and Haxorus can easily sweep if the opponents don't prepare for it, and wall breakers like Darmanitan, Sylveon, Nidoqueen, and even Vikavolt will be very difficult to deal with. If there's ever a dark horse in this tournament, I think it'll be him. Now, of course, we've got to save the best for last, and that's why there's one more team after this one. My team was drafted mostly just to fit my playstyle. I like bulky offense, I like to have a lot of options for what moves to pick, and there's no other Pokemon that fits the bill better than Mew. After that, I grabbed Magearna because that Soul Heart ability can just make it a devastating sweeper in the right matchups. Goodra, Volcanion, and Regirock are all mons that I love using, and Volcanion's unique typing is just so much fun to mess around with, and I ended up picking my Uber at the end, so I'd have a really strong and fast threat to help with some of my speed issues. And finally, Tystra is out here with Blissey and Toxapex, so you know we're gonna get those hour-long games out for you guys. But in all seriousness, his choice in Mega Sceptile is very interesting. I love that Christmas tree looking dude. However, he may need to be careful as winter might be coming for him and his team. Landorus and Latias are definitely not going to appreciate the snow either, so he's going to have to utilize his Wall Core and Tyranitar to really make sure they aren't taking too many ice hits. Now that you know what everyone's got, let us know who you're hoping will take home the championship in the comments down below. Even if it's not me, the teams would love to see your support. All that being said, we'll see you all soon with the first round of battles. Peace.